Alright, so I'm not cutting hair in this video, but what I decided to do is to start having guest appearances on my channel. Featured barbers who are in the industry, who are doing big things, so that you can get some insight and some perspective on how they accomplish their haircuts. You know, my techniques are my techniques, but I think that as an individual, you should continue to learn from other barbers, and I constantly learn and grab little things from other barbers and put it into my arsenal. And why not do it? Why not show love to other channels and other barbers, and along with you guys, I'll be learning some new techniques from these guys. So with that being said, hope you guys like the guest appearance videos. There'll be a link below. This particular person, somebody I've been cutting alongside with my whole career, learned a lot of things from him. And he's my barber brother, he's my business partner, and the dude's got skills. He's built a crazy clientele, and he's in a good place now in his barber career because of it. So hope you guys like it. Subscribe to his channel. It just started, but he's gonna be dropping stuff every week just like I do. So definitely show him love and subscribe. Share his channel. Let's help him grow. So let's watch.
How's everybody doing? My name is Christian Perez, and I created this YouTube channel to help aspiring barbers or new barbers to get better or refine their skills when it comes to barbering. So what I'm doing today is a bald fade, and I'm going to be using my ANDIS MVP, and right here I'm using my 000 guard, and I make my initial guideline. While I'm making this guideline, you want to make sure that it's even all the way around, and you want to constantly be using your brush. It's very important to brush, guys. The other tool that I'm using on this is my ANDIS Master, and I'll explain that in a little bit as reference to how I use that. I leave the hair on the bottom here, and I'll explain why I do that at the end of the video. So I'm going to start out with my master with the lever fully open, and I'm going to make an inch line up, which is my first guideline. Make sure this is consistent all the way around, always brushing. Now after I make this guideline all the way around, I'm going to start to close the lever. It has notches on the side of the master in increments, and as I close the lever closer, I go up less and less, and I get closer to that 000 line. And because my clippers aren't zero gapped, and I didn't use the 50 to make that hard line in the beginning, it's a pretty seamless transition. So I erase this line all the way around. If you can't get a spot, just stretch the skin out. Always brushing. You can tilt the clipper a little bit too. Now I like to erase this line all the way out. I erase all of this all the way around the complete bottom of the haircut, and then I fade from top to bottom. So right here I'm using a magnetic ANDIS purple guard, and I start with the lever all the way open, which is the equivalent of a 2.5. You want to cut in the direction that the hair is growing, always brushing. And as I'm cutting, I'm blending down, so I start closing that lever, like I said earlier, notch by notch. Right here I'm using the #1 ANDIS purple magnetic guard, and it's the same process, guys. You're going to start with the lever all the way open, and you close it gradually, working your way down, always brushing. It's very important to remember to brush. Right, I have the 0 ANDIS magnetic purple guard. It's like a half guard. Same process. Lever all the way open, closing it gradually as I work my way down. And I do this process all the way until I get it without a guard at all, and then I blend the half in. Right here I'm using my ANDIS T outliner. I'm just lining up the front, I like to fade side to side, so I'll finish one side and then I'll move on to the other side. Right here I'm cross-checking my work, guys. When I became a barber in the beginning, you know, I used to follow steps and I get stuck in the process of those steps. I get to the end of those steps and then I get kind of nervous and I wouldn't cross-check. You got to cross-check your work. You go, you know, top to bottom, bottom to top, work your way backwards, and just follow the steps and cross-check your work. You want to use the corners of your blade so you don't raise the fade or you don't mess anything up that you've already done, but you always want to cross-check your work. Don't just follow the steps of this haircut and then just stop and think that you're done. You just got to continue to cross-check your work until you get that blend where you want it. So on this side I'm repeating the same process that I did on the other side. Like I said, I like fading side to side. So I started out with my 2 all the way open and I work my way all the way down till I get to the ANDIS without a guard, and I blend it back into the 000. The 000 and the MVP, guys, is the same. It's the equivalent of the Masters closed. That's why I said it's a pretty seamless transition, and this is one of the techniques I use in reference to speed techniques. Some barbers go straight to the 5-0 or the fade blade. I leave that at the very end. Like I said, this hair on the bottom here that you're looking at, you can use the 5-0 or the fade blade and fade it out, which is what I do in the haircut. But if you want to upsell to your clients, you can also do a razor. Put a little bit of hot lather on that, or a little bit of shave gel, and you can shave it off. Right here I'm doing the back, and I'm just repeating the same process. Starting from top, fading my way down. Always remember to brush, guys. I started this channel because I was inspired by my business partner, my brother Chris Basio. So just like his channel, guys, if you guys want to see anything particular, any particular haircut, you know, just send me an email or comment below, and I'll try and bring the best content that I can to you guys. So here I got my ANDIS MVP, and like I said earlier, I put the 5-0 blade on it, and I'm erasing all the hair on the bottom, and as I get towards the top I'm kind of flicking my wrist, being careful to not dig or make another line. Want to make sure you're careful when you're going around the client's ear, and again, always brushing. I can't say it enough, guys. Right here I'm using the corner of the blade, and again it's just back to what I said earlier, it's just cross-checking your work. Going back with my masters over this and cross-checking my work. If you want that flawless blend, you definitely have to cross-check. Everyone. Here I have the ANDIS shaver. Again, I'm going to start from the bottom. When I get towards the top, I'm going to flick my wrist, being careful not to dig or make a hardcore line. When you get towards the top too, you can flip the shaver over like I do right there, and that makes it a little easier not to really dig or make a hard line. And I like to use Dorco Reds, the red blades. Here I'm shaping up his part, stretching the skin. Just make sure you take your time with this too, guys. No sense to rush. Right here I'm being extra careful. My client is a fan of MMA, and he practices, and he got a little bit of a gash on the side of his head right there, as you can see. And this is the final product, guys. So like I said, subscribe, share, put some comments below. Any feedback is appreciated. And let me know what you guys want me to do next. Appreciate your time.